Hi. So today we are going to know about what is private cloud and what is public cloud and what is data center and what is on-premise data center. So these things we are going to know. So this is the first step to the hypervisor or virtualization or cloud. So whatever platform. So if you are going to learn about virtualization or if you are going to learn cloud. So you must know what is private cloud, what is public cloud, what is data center. This is a very common basic thing. In fact, this has to be everyone has to know, not only for technology people. For my perspective, each and every person, like public people, want to know this session. This is the one of the awareness, like what is public cloud and what is private cloud. This is data security. So everyone should know. But who are interested to learn virtualization and the cloud, they must know about private cloud and public cloud and data center. This is the importance for the session. Okay, fine. So what is data center? If some people heard about the data center, if some people doesn't know about the data center, but in this world, we are using the technology like mobile, your Android TV, your internet, your laptop, everything, everything under control in the data center. So people doesn't know how the internet background is working, how the data is stored, and how the WhatsApp working, how the Facebook working, how the YouTube working. The everything our data will store into the data center. So first we need to understand what is data center. Then we will go for what is private cloud and what is public cloud. Okay. Um, like I want to send one message, WhatsApp message to you. So how do you send? I will message hi. Then the message will deliver to you. This is what we are seeing. But in backend, what will happen? So when we send a message from source to destination, like I'm a source, you are destination. Source to destination, the message will go to the data center. Then the data center store the message will store into the data center storage. Then it will reach the center. For example, if I'm going to compose one mail, so I'm using the Gmail. For example, I'm using the Gmail. Like I'm a user, so I'm going to send uh, one mail. Okay, I'm going to send a Gmail. So I'm in India. I'm in India, but you are also in India. So destination not a matter. Like where we are, where is the destination? That's it. So I'm going to send a message. This Gmail will go to the Google data center. Then it will store into the storage, which is called database server. The database server attached in the storage. Then the message, the mail will deliver to you. The same mail will deliver to you. That's it. So whatever data we are receiving or we are sending, the data will store into the data center storage. First, we need to understand that one. Then the center will receive the data. So whatever data, like message, Insta message, Facebook message, WhatsApp message, Gmail, Office 365, whatever, it will be located in the data store only. This should be know each and every person. Fine. Then how the data center will be uh, located, like how the data center working. Let's see. So this is a data center. See, the data center will show like this. Like this is called racks. These are all racks. So we put server in the racks. That server might be a rack server or blade server, whatever it is. So the enterprise data centers are using blade server and rack servers. So we'll see later what is blade server and what is rack server. We'll see later. But you just remember the data center using blade server and rack server. The server is nothing but the server. It's installed as a server OS. Like how we work in the laptop. The laptop installed in the Windows OS, right? So you can access the Windows OS by the help of your laptop. By the same way, the server OS installed in the server, physical server. Okay, like Windows 2012, Windows 2016, Windows 2019, Red Hat server, CentOS server, whatever server. The server OS installed in that hardware, the hardware which is racked in that data center. So previously I said you are going to send a mail. That scenario I said, right? It that need the application server, web server, database server. These all the things are involved here. So these servers are managed in the data center. This is what the data centers look like. So how we access the Google? Like this is a simple diagram shows how we access the Google. Like when I'm in a desktop, maybe I'm in a laptop or I'm in a mobile. I'm going to enter www.google.com. Then my request will go to the, for example, I'm in my home. I'm using my Wi-Fi, my home Wi-Fi from my mobile. So I'm entering google.com. Then my request go to that through the Wi-Fi. It will reach the modem or router. This is called a Wi-Fi modem. Then it will reach the router. So which is called, which is used to connect two different networks. Then the request will reach the ISP. Who is ISP? Internet service provider. Like you are opting for Geo, maybe you are opting for FiberNet, Tata, Geo, whatever it is. Then the ISP will route your request to the Google data center. The Google data center, it's spreader like worldwide. It is spreader. In for our nearest Google data center is Singapore, Taiwan. Worldwide is spreader like see, these are Google data centers. Like our nearby is Singapore, APAC region. This is called APAC region. Singapore, Taiwan. It's these are the Europe data center. These are US data centers. But our nearby data center is Singapore. Okay. So the most probably the request will reach the Singapore data center, and the Google DNS server, web server is there in that Google data center. Then we will get an acknowledgement from the Google data center. Like this web page is opening, right? This web page will open from the Google data center. This is what in background we are accessing the Google. So everything, see, the world is built by the data center. If data center is there, if no data center, then no technology. Data center is a backbone of technology. Each and every data storing in the data center. Okay, so these are Google data center locations. So this is a data center racking stacking. We are calling racking stacking. See, these are the devices which is racked into the rack. So this is called rack. The devices like rack server, blade server, switch, router, firewall, whatever it is, the devices will insert into the racks. These are the cables connected to the devices. So let's go assume that we are going into the data center. In data center, how the devices are connected? Like there is a ISP. This is called ISP, Internet Service Provider. So each and every data center has a ISP, which is connect to the public network. Okay, like the ISP in India, there is a ISP provider is Airtel, the corporate ISP providers, Tata Telecommunications. Nowadays, it's Jio and sometimes Vodafone. These are the ISP providers. The ISP internet connection will come to the firewall. Initially, the firewall will manage the ISP. Why the firewall, which is a firewall? So the ISP connection will come to the firewall. The firewall is a gateway of the data center, like a security. So whenever you are entering to the any other physical company, there's a gate. The gate will have a security person, right? So he will check you, like you are an authoritative person or you are a non-authoritative person. You have an ID card. You have something to enter into the premises. So the security person will check that. But the same way, the firewall will check all the packets coming from the internet. Then it will filter the packets, which is authorized packets, which is non-authorized packet. Then he will allow the packets into the data center. Then the internet will come to the router, then router to the switch, then switch will connect to the blade servers and rack servers, and the servers will connect into the storage. See, so for assume that this is a Gmail, this is a WhatsApp data center, then the WhatsApp message will store here, the storage. So these are the main devices: firewall, router, switch, and servers, storage. These are the main devices. Okay. And also in data center have multiple devices like UPS, cooling towers, generators. Why the cooling towers required? See, the data center is running in 24/7. So obviously it will generate more heat. So for utilize the heat, so there is a huge cooling center installed in that all the data centers to keep the humidity. Otherwise, the device will get overheat and it may fault. See the machine, right? So if you're running the bike, you can feel the heat from the engine. If you're running the bike 100 kilometer, the engine will heat like anything. Continuous riding. So that's what like same way the devices are running 24/7. It will create some heat. That will impact the device performance, and also it will make the device faulty. So that's what they are keeping the cooling tower inside the data center. The cooling towers will maintain the particular temperature in the data center. So we will avoid some heating issues in the devices like servers and switches. Because you see the 24/7, like we are accessing WhatsApp day to day, like in morning also we are accessing, night, day or night, whatever it is. If data center is down, what will happen? If any server is down, we cannot send the message in WhatsApp. I think like 6 months, 7 months back, we had the WhatsApp had one issue. During that issue, we are not able to send the WhatsApp messages. What will happen in the data center? Some servers down, maybe the data center device down. So on that scenario, we cannot send the WhatsApp messages. Once it's restored, then we can able to send the WhatsApp messages. Okay. Then the power connection. So it's needed 24/7 power connection. If EB, like electricity supply is cut down, even the electricity supply is not supplied, it should be run over by the power generators. Due to the power supply cut, it should not be impact any devices. So they will have a Xeon power generators, and also they will have a UPS, double UPS backup. Everything they will have in the data center. So hope you have some understanding about the data center. Now I'm going to show you what is private cloud and public cloud. So assume that I'm a vendor. Okay. So I'm going to build one shop, like a provision store. I'm going to build one provision store. So what I will do, I will purchase all the materials, the provisions, and I will keep that in one building. That building may be a rental building or that may be a own building. So if you have a money, if you have a more money to build a building or you have a money to buy a land, you can build your building own. Like in your own land, you will build a building, you will keep all the provisions there, then you will sell the provisions. But I don't have that much of money. I don't want to invest that much of money into the infrastructure like building constructions and land purchasing. But I need a shop. Then what will do? I will go for a rental shop. So someone purchased the land and someone builded the someone constructed the building. Then I will keep all. Then I will purchase the provisions like rice, doors, whatever it is. I will purchase the provisions and I will keep it in the store. Then I will sell. So this is what the market is running. By the same way, by the same way, private cloud and public cloud is running. Okay. So I have a huge money. I'm a very big corporate. I have huge money. So I don't worry about the money. Then I will build my own data center. I will build my own data center. Then first I will purchase land. Then I will build my own data center. I will put all devices in the data centers. These devices are much more cost. Like each and every devices minimum cost is 3 lakhs, 5 lakhs. Assume that the data center devices will cost around 10 crore something. So the building cost, you have to bear the building cost, building construction cost. You have to purchase the land, the cabling, manpower. So lot more cost involved in that data center. Okay. So I'm going to build the data center. I'm going to purchase all the devices. I put devices in the data center. The cabling is done, everything done. Then I'm accessing the server. So this is called private cloud. I'm having my own data center. I will keep my data in my own data center. This is called private cloud. Okay. Let's come to the another scenario. So minimum you have, if for building a minimum data center, definitely it will cost around 10 to 20 crores. It has more investments. It has more manpower. It's demand more manpower, electricity, ISP. So in each and every month you have to maintain the data center, power supply. So it's cost around like anything. But the data is very safe because I'm keeping my data in my premises. This is called on-premise data center. This is also called on-premise data center. Note this point, on-premise. This is called on-premise data center. This is called private cloud. So you are going to set up a new data center for your own purpose, like your company purpose. Okay. I don't have much more money. I don't want to invest much more money in the data center. So temporarily I'm going to using the some of the servers. So what I will do, then I will go for like a rental building. So you don't need to buy a land. You don't need to construct the building. You don't need to worry about the things. The landlord will take care of the things. He will maintain the things. The electricity, that every connection, he will maintain the things. By the same way, the public cloud will work. Like you don't need to worry about the data center. You don't need to worry about the devices. You don't want to put that much of manpower. Nothing you don't need to do. So what they will have? This is a public cloud. This is public cloud. So what I will do? I need a 10 servers. Okay. Then I will purchase and I will subscribe the servers from the public cloud vendors. Like you can hear about you regularly will hear about the AWS, Azure, Google Cloud. So in India, most of the people are using Azure and Google Cloud. Sorry, Azure and AWS. So for assume that I will put it in Azure. This is Azure. This is Azure Cloud. So I will take 10 servers from Azure Cloud, which is called VMs, virtual machines. I will pay for this 10 servers only. Like this is called a subscription, monthly subscription or yearly subscription, whatever it is. It's also having some cost. For example, you are not building the you are not construct the house, you are not buying the land, but you are paying the rent, right? By the same way, we have to pay the subscription cost to the vendors, Azure and AWS. The thing is, your data will be in Azure data center. So what they are doing, they are also having the data center. See, most of the people don't know the public clouds are also running the data centers. Most of the people don't know how the private cloud is running. The same way public cloud is running, but the infrastructure, everything managed by the Azure, but you are renting the servers. That's it. In backend, like in backend, how Azure is running in backend, they are having a Xeon data centers, Azure data centers. Okay, let me see the worldwide Azure data centers spread. See the worldwide Azure data centers spread. In India, they have a India South, India Central, in Southeast Asia, East Asia, Japan. This is a APAC region. This is a EMEA region. This is a US region. See, each and every region, they build a data center, then they provide service to the customers. So we are renting the space from Azure. So Azure building the data centers, they are managing the data center. So we don't need to worry about the devices. We don't need to worry about the manpower, EB, electricity, nothing. We are just renting the virtual machines. We are using the virtual machines. That's it. We are paying the subscription cost. That's it. This is called public cloud. So the public cloud, you have to understand one thing. The private cloud data centers managed by our own self. Like that, for example, the TCS. For example, I will take an example of TCS, Tata Consultancy Services. So they are going to build a data center, and they will manage the data center, and they will keep their data safe in their own data center. That is called on-premise data center and private cloud. So I'm a small company, or I don't want to build a data center, or I don't want to that much of hectic in my head. So I will go for public cloud. I will purchase whatever it is. I will pay the amount on demand, like how much I'm going to use the resource. Then I will pay the subscription cost. So I don't want to worry about the data center infrastructure. So the Azure will manage the data center. So we are going to use their resource. That's it. That is called public cloud. I hope you understood. Then So let's see what are the public clouds and private clouds available. Okay. So this is a private cloud vendors. So who will provide the private cloud? Like in the private cloud, we have a VMware, vSphere, Microsoft Azure Stack, Nutanix, IBM Cloud, OpenStack, Cisco Cloud, Red Hat, Dell EMC, HP Helion, Oracle Cloud. These vendors are providing private cloud. Then who is providing public cloud? AWS, Azure, so Azure belongs to Microsoft, IBM Cloud, Google Cloud, Oracle Cloud, Alibaba, Salesforce, SAP. So these people are providing public cloud. The in India, most of the people using Microsoft Azure and Amazon AWS. Some people right now, some people are using Google Cloud. In China, they are using Alibaba Cloud, Oracle Cloud, and IBM Cloud. Some of the people are using Oracle Cloud and IBM Cloud. So I hope you had a proper understanding about the data centers, and you you must right now you will have an understanding about private cloud and public cloud. Thank you.